Morning. So 7:12. So you guys are getting to know me a little bit better here. My time is starting to change and alter, but I've got a lot to do this morning, and I wanted to get on here before I hit the ground running. And thanks for bearing with me. And I know that it's convenient that if you're not on here now, you get to watch it later. And I'll try and keep it short. But as I started writing down things to talk about this morning, there's been a lot going on behind the scenes in the last few days. As you can see by the things I put, I probably got 5 more days of stuff that I wanted to talk about today. So I'll probably touch on them all. I'll try and keep it short. I got a lot to do. I know you got a lot to do. I got a lot I get to do. I know you have a lot you get to do too. So let's get busy right into it. So it's day 26 of our Be Positive Challenge. I know you guys are doing great. I love it. Some of you, excuse me, some of you are experiencing life. And I share this, and when I put on here hindsight, they say hindsight is 20/20. Well, I'm learning as I go on here. And a couple of things I've learned is, one, I can get pretty preachy. And what I mean by preachy is, I get up on a high horse every once in a while with my emotions and my feeling, because when I do deliver, it's sincere, it's not scripted, or so I let me come out as much as I can, right? And I'm not going to apologize for that, but I am going to tell you that in the future I will try not to be as preachy at times, okay? But I'm not going to change who I am, okay? I love how I do this, and you can give me advice on what sticks with you and what doesn't. I would appreciate, the delivery is something I will work on, but I won't change the sincerity, okay? And and also in hindsight, and more of you chime in on this, okay? Like Mr. Huntley, I've called you out several times. In my videos, I have mentioned certain people's names. I have mentioned situations. Sometimes I've tried not to put them together if they're intense situations. Some people like their privacy, they really do. But I'm kind of an honest individual, and when I speak, sometimes I speak. But Mike, does it bother you when I use your name? Because I can stop telling people how things are going with you. I don't know why you'd be embarrassed. Your life is awesome, but let me know. On that note, I'm going to come back to this because I want to start off positive, but I do want to come back to this, okay? On that note, I've used a couple of people's names to a point where in their life things have happened that we need to talk about, okay? And I won't use their names again, but it's 64 degrees out here. So let's start off positive. Day 26, right? 26 of being positive. I have had a wonderful 26 days. I hope you have. This morning I woke up again next to a beautiful woman who loves me. Turned around, she reminded me, "Hey, I'm your love." and I know that, baby. But thanks for reminding me. This is kind of a cool thing to notice. I hope you guys do this for yourselves. Notice this today, okay? When you can share, it's my cousin Jeff. All right, Jeff. I know you're driving. He called me yesterday too, right before I did this. He's driving to work. He gets up really early. He's in Tucson right now, so I imagine it's probably like 3 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning in Tucson, and he's headed to work. So Jeff, I'll talk to you in a minute, all right, bud? I love that guy. We grew up together, cousins, and we've been through some stuff. Anyway, where was I? Having somebody to share your positivity with is fun. I don't know if it's the end-all, be-all, absolute important thing to do it, but knowing that I get to share all of these feelings, these sensations, this experience with Sarah is incredible. Everything that happens in my life, I can't wait to get home and tell her about. I can't, and I couldn't imagine, there was a time when I kept my illness from everybody, and not being able to tell people what I was going through, or not wanting to. It was my choice, and it worked. But it taught me really quickly that I love to share my life with that woman. everything, every experience. And it's just, you know, you have, even when you're not together and you have a fun experience or even a bad experience, and you can't wait to get home and share that with your significant other. Now, bad experiences doesn't mean come home and bitch at people. It means, you know, hey, I went through this and I learned this, and she does the same to me. So anyway, that affirmation this morning was really positive, really cool, being able to realize and remember that. I love that. I hope you guys have that same experience. An analogy would be this. Imagine going to a baseball game or a big sporting event by yourself. And you're sitting in the stands and the game is going on and it's a great game and you feel good about it. And the energy for you is there, but now put 10,000 people, 20,000 people are feeling the same exuberance. That's sharing, right? All right, good. So let's move past that. It's always a great morning and pretty cool. One exercise that you can do. Oh, hindsight. Let's do this. In hindsight, I could have made these videos really short, really simple, like this. Day 26, be positive. I want you to get up and dress for success. Dress to make yourself feel really good. I'll see you tomorrow. And done one little thing at a time. Would you like that? I can do that too. You know, just one little exercise. Today, wake up and tell yourself you love you. See you later. Today, notice all the wonderful things in your life. Put on a happy song. Start your day this way. I could do that. Hindsight. So in our next challenge, I'll try to be more clear up front what it is we're working on that day and move forward. A lot to say. And I want to touch on this. Today, what I'd like you to do is dress for success. That came out. How you look, sometimes, I think almost always determines how you feel. And sometimes vice versa, right? If you feel like crap, if you look like you feel like crap, you're going to feel like crap. I challenge you to put a frowny face on and try to be happy, or put a big smile on your face, try to be sad about something. So how you look, not how you look. But I do want you to dress to make yourself feel incredible. I don't care if it's a clean pair of underwear, you know, a nice shirt, a pair of shoes, a haircut that you just did, you know, a new hat. Whatever it is that you love to do it. Dress that way, make yourself feel good, and take off. I tell you what, I am the guy who pays attention. And I can notice any gender, okay? But really, I can notice when ladies do this because they exude it way more than gentlemen do. But if a lady has a new haircut, a new pair of shoes, a new blouse, a new shirt, a new pair of pants, whatever, and she feels really good about it, or she learned to do her makeup a different way, or so, and she's walking down the street or walking, you know, in the mall or walking anywhere, work, or you can tell she's carrying herself different, and she'll check out her reflection in the windows privately, you know, not like in a vain way. And you can just tell she feels really good about it. And that makes me feel incredible. You know, you can tell when people have a new relationship and that changes their life. I remember when I met Sarah, people would look at me all the time and go, who, I can't remember the words now, but, you know, who lit his fire? Because it changed how I moved around. So do that for yourself today. Make yourself, wake up. It's Friday, and have a great day. Clean yourself up, dress up, do something for yourself that makes you feel happy. Okay. Now, on that note, when you do things to make yourself feel happy, or you do things to make certain changes in your life, people will naysay it. And this is the opposite end of being positive. And how do we handle those roadblocks? Which is kind of how this has turned into. You know, we're moving forward, we're being positive, we're setting goals, we're making changes. And about a little over halfway through, people are starting to experience the kickback. It happens. So I'm going to address it. Even though we're trying to be positive, I'm going to address it. So I called out a couple of people and said this day helped a lot. So-and-so said they were experiencing this in their life, and this made a difference. And when I did that, controlling factors started to kick into their life. And I got to touch on this, okay? If you've got people in your life who will not let you watch certain things, eat a certain way, do certain things for yourself. If they have that much control over what you do, there's an issue, unless you're 5, right? When you say to somebody, I'm not, you're not going to treat me that way anymore. Or, you know what, I think we should work on this. Or, you know what, I'm going to do this for myself. And we need to stop doing this. And they tell you no, or they tell you you're wrong, or you shouldn't, or you can't. You can't. No, ain't going to happen. There's an issue. And I can talk to the other person if you want. But you need to realize that that controlling factor, that controlling person, is probably not the best thing you need in your life at the moment. I'm not recommending divorce. I'm not recommending separation. I'm not recommending breaking up. I'm not recommending destroying a partnership in a business. That's not what I'm recommending. What I'm recommending is that you open your eyes to the fact that people are not allowed to do that to you. Okay? This is your world. This is your life. This is your consciousness. This is your journey. You are entitled to extreme happiness. You are. You are entitled to change and reinvent yourself as many times as you want. You are entitled. Now, that word entitlement has been thrown around in a lot of harsh ways, but I don't care. It belongs to you. This is you. This is your stuff. If you like it and it makes sense to you, do a little research, put the hat on, try it out, and if it fits and you love it and it works and it's congruent and it does not hurt other people, do it. Does that make sense? Good. Do it. All right. So I hope that that's not you. If you do not want me to use your name specifically, please tell me privately, hey, I appreciate what you're doing. Can this be a private conversation? Absolutely, 100%. I'm like a lock, okay? If you don't mind, and you say, no, I love letting people know that I'm changing. And that's how I hold myself accountable. This is how I hold myself accountable into public. I'll share with you some of my changes and definitely some of my hiccups, okay? I've got some hiccups to tell you about and how other people are feeling this too. Put yourself out there. Tell people, oh, here's a great one. Here's a way. Let's say you've decided to lose weight or you've decided to make more money, whatever it is. I love the weight one, okay? Because a lot of people can relate to it. Here's some hold yourself accountable advice. I want to lose weight. How much weight do you want to lose? You know this. We'll talk about this in another challenge. How do you specifically set a goal? You have to be specific. Give yourself a date to do it, an amount to do it with, and get that visualization. You have to do that. You have to do that. If you don't have a date, an ending date, you don't have a goal. You've got a wish. Okay, make a date, make a number for your. If you're losing weight, here's where I'm at. This is where I'm going to be, and make it, realistic, but make it go for that gusto and make it healthy. Then go take a before picture. In skimpy or nothing. You don't have to take it and show other people. Take a before picture and don't look at it. Okay, unless you motivate away from. Then look at it and go, oh crap, what happened? And then move forward away from that. Put it away and take a schedule and pay for another photo session in 12 weeks or 24 weeks. Pay for it. A photo session. And see how quickly your motivation changes towards that goal line. No canceling or money back guarantees. Go get your photos taken. It's just fun to do. Or, have a partner. If you're working out and your goal is to work out every day and you have a friend or a partner that, and I've reached out to a couple of friends because I lose my training partners because they're a distance. I don't have a training partner here. They're a distance. And I try to hold each other accountable. We used to have a group, and I'd get on every day. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? A couple of people ran with it. Other people got irritated, so I let it go. But I need those people to hold me accountable, so I have a coach. Here we go. One of my hiccups in my be positive, make changes, life-altering reinvention. I have a vision of what I want to look like. Excuse me. Nose gets runny out here. I want to have shoulders and V shape and the size of Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Now he's 6'4". There's one of my excuses, right? He's 6'4". I'm 6 foot. So that was my first excuse. Well, he's taller and leaner, than I am. I may never get there. That was the old one. You know what I did? I changed my goal. Instead of 6 foot, I want to be 6'1" by October. Is that possible? Let me share with you something funny. During about week 23, I measured myself. I was 6.5 inches. Now, was that ego or hair? I don't know. I don't care. I'm headed that way, right? So I got 6.5 inches. But I want to look like Dwayne Johnson. So, and I use him as a role model. He's kind of got the same sense of humor as me. And I told you this before. So I got him and I got Arnold on my wall in my workout room. And I look at those and it's like, if I'm going to get big to compete, Arnold's going to be the way I'm going to look, probably because I've got the same barrel chest and I'm not really tall. So I've got those two things looking. And every once in a while, my coach, because I have a coach through my daughter's program, will remind me that, oh, Dwayne wouldn't do it that way. Or, hey, Dwayne's really busy too. And look at that. Look what he does. I have experienced that as I focus on one thing intensely, some of the other things lose focus and kind of fall away to the not as successful as I'd like category. I'm sure that happens to everybody. You got a lot of things that you want to focus on and you give one more focus than the others. The others suffer a little bit. My goal is to learn how to make it all congruent with my life and get it all done. Well, my coach keeps reminding me, Dwayne Johnson does. Look how much stuff that guy does. And it's true. He works harder than everybody in the room. Ask him, he'll tell you. I want to be that guy. I want to work harder than everybody else in anything. I want to be the hardest worker in the room. And I try, but my excuses get in the way. Well, he's already got a lot of money. He doesn't have to make a living and look for new projects and find time to work out and make sure he's eating right. And he's got people that help him, right? He's got chefs, he's got nutritionalists, he's got all these people. So these are my excuses that I don't have these resources in my life and he's got them and he can be that way and I can't. Sound like a good excuse, right? I don't know. I don't like excuses. So how do we get ourselves past that? We have to focus on us. And what I want to do is I want to get to a point to where I have enough money to where I don't have to worry about that anymore. I want enough abundance financially that I can reach out and help anybody I want to at any time. I can put not only my kid through college if he needs to go back to college, but it's somebody else's kid if I feel like it. I want enough money in abundance so that I can share and help causes. I see people, that you can't throw money at everything, but there are certain situations where I would love to have the abundance to end that suffering, to take care of that situation for people. I'm going to. So that's one of my goals. My other goal is to be 6'1". And I'll let you know if I get there. 6'1". Right now, I'm 213 pounds this morning. I put another 2 pounds on. I ate like a ton of pizza yesterday. I know. I don't know why I do it. Yes, I do. But we're back on track again. Anyway, so I hope that helps you out. Man, I'm rambling. Let's get busy. Sorry, guys. I didn't have a whole lot focused this morning, but I had a lot to say. Let's go back to controlling people. Controlling people, if they're in your life, make sure you can get rid of them, or at least you need to recognize that and move forward. Yeah, but excuses. That was what we just went over. We start something, yeah, but, and I've actually been the butt of that. Yeah. I got a student who is working on his 3rd degree black belt, and he has set some goals. As part of 3rd degree black belt, you set personal goals along with the fighting. The fighting is this much in martial arts. So he set some personal goals, lofty goals, realistic goals, but they're up there. And he's working towards it. But his first excuse, his first yeah, but was my lifestyle allows me to make those changes. He works all the time. Gets up, goes to work early in the morning. I do too. But for my whole life, people have looked at my martial arts and goes, that's not work. Why? Because I'm doing what I love. And I get to set my own schedule. So I do have time during the day that he doesn't have. That was his first excuse. Well, if you want it bad enough, you'll find ways to change it, right? So yeah, but I'm the yeah, but. Here's some yeah buts that I experienced online with my friends. Bruce Snell, are you out there? Bruce, a couple years ago, met me in Arizona, got to come to one of my shows, took me out to Wyoming, and offered me a awesome opportunity out there. I was not in the position to take it because of my illness at the time, and he didn't know either. But Bruce and I, we rekindled something, a friendship that it's ridiculous. I mean, like I told you before, he's like a brother from another. We have so much in common. So he's working out, I'm working out, and we're doing this without talking to each other. Our lives are running parallels at times. And somebody the other day, I guess, and they did this to me too, Bruce, one of my guitar player friends, Zimmy, I posted a picture, and he's like, no steroids, right? And somebody hit up Bruce and said, yeah, you're juicing, aren't you? And what that is their excuse not to achieve what you're achieving. They're looking at you going, oh, yeah, but, he's probably doing this, or, he's got more time than I do, or it's got to be steroids, or it's hard work. It's focused determination, okay? When Arnold won his classics, was he doing steroids? Yes. Do those big guys do steroids? Yes, they do. Is it wrong? I have opinions about that most people don't, okay? It's their body. If it's not killing them, I mean, I don't know, but if that's what you want, that's what you want, and you go for it. Now, right now, Bruce and I are working our asses off, okay? I don't know if it's showing or not, but I'm feeling better, and I'm going to look like The Rock. I'm not going to change my haircut, but change my hairstyle. I'm not going to change my hair color, right? It changes automatically. Silly guy. Okay, so I'm cracking myself up too much. I'm getting off track. It's Friday. I'm having a good day. When they naysay like that, Bruce, and anybody else, yeah, but yeah, ignore them, laugh, or recognize that maybe that's their struggle and try to help them see that. That makes sense? Okay, good. So we're moving forward. Man, I got a ton of notes here, Controlling people factors, yeah, but excuses. HindSight, we talked about HindSight's 2020. How you look, we talked about that. How do you look today? You look marvelous. How you doing, right? Have a great day. Let's see if I covered everything. Yes. Here's what I would like to hear from you about. Day 26, being positive. What is your favorite lesson you've learned so far? And if you don't want to put it that way, what's your favorite thing you've heard from me so far? And it could be this video. It could be all the videos. I would love to hear people, from their videos. So what's your favorite thing? Please come on and tell me. If you don't want to put a video up, I'm good with that. What I'm going to do, tomorrow is Saturday, day 27. I will be traveling, so I may come on late to say thank you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a picture or a meme in the morning that says, day 27, be positive. What's your favorite thing? And I want you to post underneath it what you learned, one thing you learned, or two things you learned that you love. What was your favorite thing you heard or learned from me? Please do that, okay? Please do that. And if somebody that has a lesson and they didn't learn it from us on these videos, but it's being positive, tell them about it, have them post it too. And if you like what we're doing, again, I'm going to ask you, I know you're going to get tired of hearing this, like my YouTube channel, like it, subscribe to it, please. It doesn't cost you anything, and you're not going to get bombarded with emails and stuff. I promise. You'll just get notices when the videos come up. And share it and have other people subscribe to it so that we can grow this community. And I really want to do this. This is where I see part of my future. Okay, so thank you for that. That's what we're doing. And then what I'm going to do towards the end of the 30 days is list the top 10 things that we learned from each other about being positive. And we're headed that way. We have 4 more days, right? 4 more days of our 30-day challenge. You made it. You guys did wonderful. Okay, I'm on my way. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, I love you. Make sure you go back to the last 5 minutes of this video and find out what it is I want you to do. And again, let me know if you don't want me to use your name, okay? That's something important to me. Hindsight's 20/20 for me. Okay, I love you. Have a beautiful day. Peace.